So this section will be just 1 hour teaching and meditation. So meditation is important, and also visualization is also important. So meditation is one power, and mantra, recite the mantra is a prayer, is also another power. And compassion and wisdom is compassion and wisdom in front of you is another power, which is Tara. So these three powers gives you really strong and beneficial meditation. So we talked about visualizations of Tara, right? Some people really, I think, a little bit difficult, just visualizations, because it's not in your culture. But for instance, once you visualize Tara and all these visualizations completely, then you don't have to sort of continue visualize Tara again like that. But you should focus on how purify your worries or sufferings, all this. You have to focus on that more. Rather than continually visualize Tara's face and hands and posture, something like that. If you difficult, so once you visualize, that's actually enough, right? So now you need to know what is the meaning of Tara's mantra. So Tara is a Sanskrit term. Tara is dolma in Tibet. Dolma. So dol is liberation in Tibet, and ma is a mother. So the mother of liberation, Tara, means, understand? The mother of liberation, or dolma. So the mantra Om Tare Tut Tare Tre Soha. So start Om. Om basically invokes spaciousness. Om has so many meanings according to Buddhist philosophy. But here, Om means like, peace and splendor and balance, peace. Also Om represents body, speech, and mind of Tara, and body, speech, and mind of individual who is saying the mantra. So Om. Tare means represents the one who liberates from suffering. Tare, just like Tara. So Tara is enthusiastic. Om Tare. Actually, this mantra is related to Four Noble Truths. Of course, Four Noble Truths is the essence of Buddha's teachings, right? So, for example, Tara liberates from suffering, and that is the first Noble Truth. Tare is represent who liberates from suffering, right? So that's the first Noble Truth. And Tare, Tuttare goes together, means the one who liberates from the fears. So that refers not so much to what we usually mean by fears, but the emotional states of mind, attachment, anger, jealousy, stinginess, doubt, pride, a wrong view, and ignorance. That's we called fear. So these are called the afflictive, right? Afflictive emotions, or we call delusion. So they are the cause of suffering. They are the cause of suffering. Understand? Very easy, right? These afflictions, the cause of our suffering in our life. So, which is the second noble truth, right? The cause of suffering. Tutare, and then tare, tutare. Three means the third mantra. The word three means the one who liberates from illness, liberating from the temporary physical, mental, and emotional illness is done by the healing activities. So three is we move beyond both samsara and nirvana to the ultimate non-dual state of the Dharmakaya. Three means. So liberating from that is the fourth noble truth, right? So you pray to Tara. The name Tara itself means liberation. So that refers to the third noble truth, the truth of cessation of suffering, right? Third noble truth. So these mantra, few words, give you the total teachings of the Buddha on the basis of the Four Noble Truths, if you understand. If you know how them related to the Four Noble Truths, then Om Tare Tatare Tare, this mantra is actually about Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truth is the Buddha's first teaching. He got enlightened, right? So these Four Noble Truths. So Tare Tatare Tare, and then Soha, end of the Soha means lay the foundation and establish us in the state of complete enlightenment. So that is the meaning of the Om Tare Tatare Tare Soha. Understand? Good. And then the longer mantra, that's a long life mantra. So the first words are same, right? Om Tare Tatare Tare, and then Mama Ayaranjana Pin Pirang Soha. So the first Om Tare Tatare Tare the same. And then some extra words, Mama Ayaranjana Pirang. So Mama, so the syllable Mama means me. Okay. If you're doing this mantra practice to long life for your teacher, however, then instead of visualizing and saying Mama, you can replace it with the word Guru. Om Tare Tatare Tare Guru Ayar Jana, something like that. Also, you can similarly, when you are doing it, if for someone else long life, you can replace it with that person's name. Om Mama Ayar Jana, Om Tare Tatare Tare, and then you say that person's name, Ket Ayar Jana Pirang Kore, so something like that. If you're doing this for someone really ill, and then you can say this mantra and visualize Tara and saying their names, think about them. It's really good. Their name, so that Mama means actually me or others or whatever you practice for. so mama. And then ayur means life. Ayur means life, energy, and health. Mama ayur. Pani means merit or fortune, good fortune. Pani. Jana means, of course, wisdom, right? Wisdom or knowledge. Mama ayur and jana. Then pirankura. Pirankura means increase, just increase or develop. So then mama ayur and jana pirankura. So soha is same, and from 30 to 33 soha, that's the same. So this is so kind of special long life mantra. Mama ayur, increase and develop. Understand? Merit and good fortune, prosperity, and so you say this mantra. Three things you can say this mantra by mouth, speech activity, body activity, mind activity, right? When you say this mantra by mouth, we call it speech activity, and meditate the visualization, we call it mind activity, and concentrate body activity. So mantra recitation is usually combined with visualizations. There are no mantra without visualizations. Yesterday I met a Muslim guy, and he recites something. And he has a mala. And, we're on the bus, and I just wondering what he's, it's really. I asked him, but unfortunately he doesn't speak English. So I mean, they have. It's very similar in Tibetan. They have a mala, and then they recite something. I'm sure they have visualizations, right? So I don't know. But Buddhism, the Vajrayana, most of the mantras related to Vajrayana practice. So mantra there is no visualization. You say mantras and without visualize, that's not so benefit, right? So you have to visualize. So mantra is actually combined with visualization. And usually there are two aspects to the mantra repetition. There is what you are doing verbally, and there is what you are doing with your mind, with the visualizations. When your mind is more stable, you will be able to do the, in Tibetan we call Kyeram meditation, the visualization, which is a development stage, right? Kyet is develop. Rim means stage. So development stage. So when your mind is workable, you can do, the Kyeram visualization as you chant them. Then you will be able to spend time during the mantra purification, the self-visualization, and to make it more sort of clear and vivid, developing the continuous. And a genuine practitioner is someone who pays genuine attention to the practice and has pure devotion. Okay, so these are the qualities. Every sort of good practitioners should have. If one recites the mantra but is sort of distracted or not have devotion, there will be not such sort of accomplishment. And we can make the sort of commitment to continue until we have achieved the marks of realization. So this practice can also be done in order to accomplish more immediate relative benefit. It can be done to clear away obstacles or sort of prove our own situation. So when we say Vajrayana practice, when we talk lots about faith and devotion, so you have to know, right? You have to understand not just devotion, not just faith, right? First, you have to investigate, understand what is meaning faith, what is meaning devotion, how, why. So all these things you have to understand. Why do I need faith and tara, devotion? Why? The reason you need to understand the reason. Otherwise, kind of blind, blind without reason. Just you believe, not good. Without understanding, not good. And also we have the prayers, right? Jipsen Pagma, Dorma, Chinche, No, Garchen, Cancer, Samden Yendumzo. We just say that. So I will teach you that also, because these prayers, it's really good for future if you want to practice Tara. It's very simple, right? Just two lines, two very short but very profound prayers. So you have to understand what's meaning, okay, this prayer. So I would like to explain this prayer kind of word by word. Jipsen, Pagma, Dorma, what that means. So word by word, you should. The first G means master or supreme one or protector. That's what we call J. Zhen is venerable or unique qualities of body, speech, and mind. Jip Zhen Pak. Pak means glorious. Ma, Jipsen Pak, Ma is feminine, and then for mother, right? Dol Ma, Pak Ma, Ma is actually mother. Jipsen Pak Ma. So Jipsen Pak Ma is translated illustrious, Dol, what do you call it? In here, the illustrious, yes? That's the Jipsen Pak Ma. Okay? Dolma, understand? Dolma, Jipsen Pak Ma. Dolma means mother of liberation. It means activity of love and compassion. Okay? So the Tara is liberating all living beings from suffering and leading them to joy and the enlightened state. Jipsen Pakma, Dolma. Dolma is that. And then Chit. Chit is kind of, Chit is actually you. It's respect. Respect, you. Cheno is know or be aware of. Understand? Pakma, Dorma, Chit, Cheno. Chit is you. Be aware of me. Okay? Chit, Cheno. And then Gal means contradiction. Jin means conditions, cause and condition, the condition. Gal Jin. Jin means condition. Gun means all. All. Sel means remove. So this means, the Garchin Kunsel means remove my obstacles. And then some means wish. Wish. Ton is meaning. So this means excellent aspirations. Nyut drip zot. Nyut means quickly. Drip means accomplish. Zot means please do it. So all together in English illustrates, Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacle and quickly grant my excellent aspirations. That is the prayer. I like it. So many hundreds of thousands of Tara's prayers, right? But I like this prayer. It's very short, not complicated, but very profound. Everything that we need, here. Otherwise, you can pray long sort of prayer, short, so many different ways. Garje, Geluk, Nyangma, Sarcha. Dolma is the Tara is all the lineages we practice about Tara. So, you need to practice this prayer, sometime, and sometimes recite Tara's mantra, right, with visualizations. Not only today. This is good for in the future when you have a difficulty. And I understand that this kind of practice, Vajrayana, is not in your sort of culture and not familiar, most of you, right? So that's why a little bit difficult to practice, and a little bit difficult to understand, why. So many questions will come up. But, you will definitely understand more and more, especially Vajrayana teachings, if you practice. And these development stages, about the development stages, you should practice more, and then you will understand why we have these visualizations, what is this day. So it may be, useful to first understand what the Buddha and what the deity, both on the ultimate level of their essence and on the relative level of their manifestations. I think if you understand this, it will help you. So to understand the true nature of deities, we must always remind ourselves of the two levels of reality. Ultimate truth beyond notions of subject, object, right? And I and others, beyond concepts and words. Truth is always present, and truth always true. That's ultimate level. But it is not experienced, right? It's not experienced by ordinary people, ordinary beings. This ultimate truth, very difficult. For those who live on a relative level, conventional level, the Buddha and deities appears on relative level without being separate from their essence. So this is because the Buddhas and deities appear in different forms out of the compassion in order to benefit us. Usually, deity is in Tibet Yittam. Deity is Sanskrit term. Tibet Yittam. Yit means mind. Tam is spiritual commitment. So that's what we call deity. So the qualities of all these enlightened ones are the same. Okay? Ultimate level. But Buddha has two sort of main bodies. A Dharmakaya or truth body, or Dharmakaya is the emptiness of nature state of reality. And then a Rupakaya or we call it form body, right? And here body, we say body, doesn't mean physical body, okay? But a collection of qualities. Actually, this ordinary, the physical body is collection of these aggregates, right? 5 aggregates we call body, arm, leg, head, all this, the collection. That's we call body. If you investigate, there is no body, right? So that's the same when we say Dharmakaya, the body, Rupakaya, all the form body. So this body means the collection of qualities. You have to understand that. Collection of, good qualities. The fully enlightened mind that has eliminated all defilements and realized all good qualities. And the Rupakaya or form body allows a Buddha to communicate with beings who are not yet Buddhas. All of the different forms in which a Buddha appears are called form bodies. Form bodies are further divided into 2 types. The Sambhogakaya, or we call it enjoyment body, is a body made of light that is found in the Pure Lands. And the enjoyment body is the form that Buddha takes to teach high-level bodhisattvas. Actually difficult to see through our ordinary eyes. And then the Nirmanakaya or emanation body, we call it, is the form that Buddha takes when he appears in our impure world. For example, Shakyamuni Buddha appeared as a historical person nearly 2,600 years ago, right? He was a Nirmanakaya Buddha, an emanation body manifesting as a monk, giving teachings in ancient India. Nirmanakaya body. So we call this Nirmanakaya meaning manifestations and re-manifestations. Okay? So the word manifestation gives you the meaning and message of oneness as well as spreadness. For example, a big river. Think about this. Big river. At some place they go together, right? Some place they merge and they go together, and at some place they are separate. So when you look at the river from a sort of certain place, you can say there are 2 different kind of rivers, right? And they will sort of also function separately. But in some areas, you cannot say that they're two different rivers because they are merged and going together. So, kind of like that. The Dharmakaya and the Nirmanakaya, all this, sometimes you can say, you can see, or they can appear differently, and everything is kind of different. But another level, they are the same. You can see differently. So I think this kind of gives you an idea of base and its manifestations. So all this we are practice about Vajrayana, visualizations, deities, the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. We have to understand that. Sometimes they are same, sometimes they are different because of the circumstance, because how they help. Understand? So now we'll practice Tara again, exactly same, the first section. So Tara is a deity, Yedam.
Sambhogakaya? All Yidams are typically Sambhogakaya, right?
Sambhogakaya, some are Sambhogakaya, some are Dharmakaya. I mean, it depends. So their essence are the same.
Right.
There's no different.
If we visualize rainbow light, and they're...
Well, we have a different deities. So because of some are, you are like practice about Tara. Some are like practice Vajrasattva. Some are practice other things. So then that's the reason why they appear differently.
Are Tara and Vajrasattva different that way?
Yeah. Tara is, I will teach you later. So three kind of different way you can understand about Tara. But one level, Tara, Vajrasattva, Buddha, there's no different. Another level, they are completely different. So that's why we need to understand more about Vajrayana's teachings, because otherwise it's kind of very complicated. It's like a river, just I told you. Sometimes you cannot see they're different because they're merged together, then you can't see. Right? But some area you can see.
I understand they're ultimately all the same, but you mentioned like with Tara, she's an actual woman.
Yeah, that's not, that's I told you, relative level. Appears a woman or has good qualities, relative level. But you are saying everything's same means ultimate level. They're not different. Because ultimate level, I and Tara, you and Tara, no different. If you understand ultimate level, we are Tara, we all Buddhas. We have potential, right? That's why we practice meditation. Otherwise, why? If we don't have this nature reality, there is no point. What's for meditation? So we all have Buddha potential. We all have these opportunities. So that's why become a Buddha, become a Bodhisattva. So the ultimate level, right now, if you talk about ultimate level, we all are Taras. We all Buddhas. There's no difference. But relative level, we are not, because we are not there yet. That's why we need to develop our mind and diminish all these negative things. As long as you have negative emotions, negative afflictions, you are not Tara. You are just an ordinary person. You have not capacity to help others. You have not capacity to understand the reality, the emptiness, right? Because of these afflictions. This affliction is not the reality, not nature. That's why we can diminish. That's why we meditate. So that's why we're talking about ultimate level. Once you completely diminish all your negative things, then you are ultimate level. And you have a capacity, and you will see things different than now. So that's why we need to understand both the ultimate level and relative level. Then it helps. Otherwise, this flower is, you can understand ultimate level and relative level. So you have to understand the union of ultimate and relative level. And Buddha, for instance, if you give him this flower, exactly relative level, he will see this flower, wonderful, nice flower. Ultimate level, no, different. See things, appear things. Everything's ultimate level different than relative level. But that doesn't mean they both contradict each other. You have to understand so many things you have to understand. I practice 30 years Buddhist philosophy, but still I'm not finished. So profound, this Buddhist philosophy. So 30 years, every day by day practice, but still I don't understand that. I need to know that. So many things, So, but have enough to, practice, how to teach, how to practice myself. That's not difficult, but otherwise the Buddhism, the Buddhist philosophy, is just very detailed. Question?
Yeah, with the visualization, do you want us visualizing her in front of us or on our head?
I think top of your head, and then kind of easy to the nectar.
That was my question, right? If she's not on our head, then how does the nectar stand?
Right.
I thought you had said that
Okay.
you like visualizing her in front of you.
Well, yeah. There are so many ways. There is no rule. You have to have visualized. You can, choose whichever, I'm comfortable. That's the most important, right? When we say you can sit 7 posture. Otherwise, you cannot meditate, right? Not necessarily 7 posture. It's comfortable with your body. That's, support your meditation. Exactly same like that, visualizations.
So if you're doing self-generation of white tara, and you want to understand how you would do the nectar, would it be rays of light coming out from the heart center as the nectar, or would you actually visualize?
2 ways, when you practice, I think you guys are familiar, practice Vajrasattva, right? So the second visualization Vajrasattva, you become a Vajrasattva, and then there is a special the syllables, and then mantra, and then for 5 mantras, and then raise the light goes up, and offerings goes down, and all living beings purify, like that. Self-generation is like really you have more capacity than, because you become a Tara, right? Tara is full of compassion, full of qualities, so it's kind of a little bit different.
So you do the same process of sending up the rays of light. They come back, they would go out, and then they would go down. The same as the Vajrasattva.
Yes. All right. Now you understand the Tara's mantra's meaning, and you understand these prayers, right? Okay, good. All right. Say again one time this four measurable qualities prayer, please. May all sentient beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be part from the sublime bliss that is free from suffering. May they remain in a state of equanimity, free from attachment and aversion to those near and far. Back to your motivation. Correct motivation is always important, right? Because our negative thoughts always, arises immediately. Immediately. I mean, if you're a good practitioner, then less negative thoughts. But if you're a beginner, and then our thoughts arise within 1 second, good and bad, because we create cause and condition, good karma and bad karma, right? We create every day good karma, bad karma. So that's why we have bad thoughts and good thoughts. So when you have a good thoughts, you should try to develop more. And when you have bad thoughts, you should try to diminish, and correct your motivation. So always very important, correct your motivation when you practice. Now, once you correct your motivation, now you say in this emptiness mantra. Om Mahashinyata Jana Banjar Sobawa Anma Goham. All become empty. Okay. In the space before me appears a white lotus with moon disk upon it. Love and compassion from this novel wish-fulfilling Tara. She sits on a lotus in moon cushion, a luminous moon halo at her back. Youthful and radiant, her right hand gesture an invitation, liberation. Left hand holdings in a pala flower indicates the protection of the three jewels, even creates in this. And then we visualize the hot, Natara's hot moon and central the thumb. And then if you want around the surrounded thumb syllable, you can visualize Om Tare Tatare Tare Soha. See, there is a picture. So if you want, you can visualize this thumb syllable, her head, her heart center, and then surrounding the thumb syllable, this Om Tare 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 Soha, the other mantras, if you want, they stand and none of them touch each other, just like that, counterclockwise. They're not moving, okay? So just you can visualize, and then all the nectars comes from all these syllables. But if you want to keep simple, you can visualize only thumb syllable. So your choice. All right. All right. Brilliant lights radiance from the syllable tham within her heart, collecting back the essence of the acceptable, brightly powerful blessings, body, energy systems, streams. I and all beings observe this nectar of light and are willing to. So you can do this alternately. Sometimes focus on taras, body. Sometimes focus on this mantra. Sometimes focus on the nectars. Sometimes focus on how to purify. Sometimes just to relax, whatever you want. So you can do that many ways, okay? Otherwise, just all the same time is difficult.
When you say you realize deathlessness, is that realizing the nature of the Dharmakaya?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's unconditioned.
Right. All right. Om Dare Do Dare Dare So Ha. 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 Om Dare Da 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 Dare Dare So Ha. Dare da dare dare so ha. Om 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 Dare Da Dare Dare So. Om Dare Da Dare Dare So Ha. 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 Om Dare Da Dare Dare So. Om Dare Da Dare Dare So Ha. Om Dare Da Dare Dare So Om Tare Tare Soha. 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 Long life mantra 3 times. Om Tare Tare Mama Ayar Jana Panye Peta Kara Yesoha. Om Tare Tare Mama Ayar Jana Panye Peta Kara Yesoha. Om Tare Tare Mama Ayar Jana Panye Peta Kara Yesoha. Prayer. Jib zan pang ma dol ma chen chen no gar je gan sai sam dai nyan dam zo. Jib zan pang ma dol ma chen chen no gar je gan sai sam dai nyan dam zo. Jib zan pang ma dor ma chen chen no gar chen gun sar sam da yan dan zo. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me, remove my obstacle, quickly grant my excellent aspiration. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me, remove my obstacle, quickly grant my excellent aspiration. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me, remove my obstacles, quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Section conclusion. This is we call completion, right? Completion stages. So Vajrayana practice, these two are so important. Development stage, complete stage, the union of development stage. Otherwise, without these two, there's two extremes, nihilism and eternalism, right? Very difficult, dangerous. So if you have the union of development stage and stage, then you are no extreme of these two dangerous extremes. So very important. This is very important. All phenomena appearance become mandala of noble Tara. Everything dissolves into light and dissolves into noble Tara. Noble Tara dissolves into my heart center and protects me. All right. Now we do this dedication. By this virtuous practice, may I quickly attain the realization of noble Tara. Accomplishing this, may I liberate all sentient beings without exception into the same realization. May I attain in each and every life the sublime virtues of existence and peace. May I pursue the following minds of tourism, working for the welfare of others on a vast scale. Through this very merit of mine, may every single sentient being eliminate all forms of negativity and practice virtue forevermore. May Supreme Precious Bodhicitta take birth where it has not arisen, where it has arisen. May it never win, but continue to grow forevermore. May Supreme Precious Bodhicitta take birth where it has not arisen, where it has arisen. May it never win, but continue to grow forevermore. May Supreme Precious Bodhicitta take birth where it has arisen. May it never win, but continue to grow forevermore.